Hi, this is Jeff from Airstream Nerds. Those that have followed our channel know that recently we went to meet Andy Thompson at Can-Am RV to go over my hitch needs for my Ford Raptor and my 25-foot Flying Cloud. After talking to me, he decided the Easy Lift would be the system that would best suit my needs.
Airstream song, cruising to the campsite singing our song. Airstream song, we are the Airstream Nerds. Yeah!
The first part of hooking this all up is you put the hitch in, the receiver on the truck. Now it's important, just like I showed on the other video, that we don't fight gravity. When you put the pin in, let the pin dangle down. And then when you put the clip in, make sure you put the clip in from the top. That way, as you're driving down the road, gravity is going to keep the long part of the pin hanging down. And if anything should happen and this is loose or something, it won't fall out because it's also sticking up. Now that we got the truck hooked up, where's my tape measure? So then I just double check the height. That's 20. That's 22. So now I know I don't have to raise this up or down in order to back my truck in. So let me go ahead and back up and hook up. All right, so I'm using the backup camera here to line the ball up. I'm backing up just to where I see the ball in there, and that should be it. So now I can go ahead drop the camera down on the ball. Put your lock or your pin or whatever back into there so it's all locked up. So now we are connected to the truck. Let me go ahead and shut her off. And now we can put these bars on. All right, so first thing after we get everything hooked up is I'm gonna put the weight distribution bars on. Basically, you just put them in and you push up, they snap in. You can see the clip right there. And this isn't gonna be able to work yet because I'm gonna need to adjust the height before I can do that. So let me go put the other bar on. All right, so what this basically does is it takes the pivot point of the truck and moves it that way. That's what these bars are there. So that keeps everything in a nice straight line, and it doesn't have the back end sag so much on the truck, giving you more control on the front end. So in order to lift these bars up, I'm going to have to straighten out this joint. So what's going to happen is I'm going to actually use the ball and the trailer lift to lift the back end of the truck up. And you can see that the truck itself is lifted up. And then all you do with this bar here, so you grab it on there and you lift the bars up into place. Now there's not a lot of pressure on this. I mean, it's pretty easy. And then you take the little safety clip to keep it from bouncing down. When you go down the road, so your bars don't drop. And then I'm going to take all the pressure off the vehicle And you see it gets to a certain spot and it doesn't drop anymore. And if you were to have measured it, we're probably up a couple of inches from where we were when we started. So you can bring the hitch all the way up because it's completely safe to use now. Make sure you hook your chains up, cross them. The chain that's on this side goes to the hook on this side and vice versa. Make sure the electric is hooked up. Make sure you've figured out a way to make sure your electric is run so it's not getting pinched anywhere. So you still have two more things. You have the brake safety line. So this trailer has brakes, and what this is it basically it's a breakaway switch. In the event of a separation, this will pull out because it's connected to this, and it makes your brakes engage. So I just connect it like that. Now I put it on this bar because should something happen and the hitch is the part that fails, and I hook this up to the hitch, then all of this stuff is dragging with the trailer and this never engages. So I hook this up to a different hook that's tied to a different spot on my truck, and I don't have to worry about it. It's just an extra measure of safety. So the last part are the sway bars. Now what these things do is when the trailer wants to do this down the road, these actually are brake pads, and what they will do is they will essentially stop that back and forth motion from happening. Now you have two different ones, and of course I laid them out backwards. So these are pretty easy to install too. You have a ball here and you have a ball there. Drop them on the ball. Make sure you get the safety clip in there. Again, do it so the gravity is working. So all that pin has to do is go through the little lip there. It doesn't have to go around the ball. It just has to sit like that. It just keeps it from coming off. And as far as adjusting these things, so this turns, and the more you turn it to the off direction, the less sway control you have. So what I was told is to rotate it, as much as you can. So what I do is make sure it's tight, make sure the bar's out here so I'm not banging on stuff. You can feel it going down the road if you need to adjust it more or less. And that's pretty much it. It's Jeff from Airstream Nerds. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, put your comments below, and I'll see you on the next trip.